Hello everyone and good morning, welcome back yet again to another daily update video. Currently it is Sunday and let's get right to the charts. Starting off with the Bitcoin price action in the short term right now. We've talked about yesterday for a potential bearish retest, which is currently what we are getting right now. So if price goes up to around 66k to bearish retest this level right here from where we rejected and form potentially that bearish head and shoulders pattern. This is where we are going to look for the major drop happen to take out the liquidity, which is sitting just around 61k, which is the value area low of this range. You can see it right here after rejecting from the PUC level where basically most of the volume has traded. This is what we are looking for right now. Currently, this structure right here, you could also say is looking bullish and not broken yet. But with how things are looking right now, I do believe that the more likely scenario right now is the bearish one. We also do have some very important data coming out next week. We've got, I do believe, on Wednesday, FOMC. So rate cuts or potentially rate hikes, which is right now what is expected to happen. Even though the expected is to remain the same, there are signs of a rate hike. So this is also going to be some very important decision that could happen. And basically this could be a surprise rate hike, which is of course bad for markets. And we also do have the Bank of Japan policy rate, so rate cuts or rate hikes for the Japan market as well. Even though, as I said, there is also not expected to be a rate cut or a rate hike, even though they did hike the rates last time. They are currently at 1 basis point, so very important to watch out what happens next week. And if you are not already in a position yourself from the high right here at the PUC or from somewhere around the lows, I don't recommend taking a position basically right now in the middle of the range, as we are going to get some very choppy price action, and I'm gonna tell you why that is in a bit. Basically why that is, you can see open interest is still very high while the CVD is going down, and open interest being this high right here, as you can see, means that there is a lot of leverage and entering the market. And the last time you can see open interest was this high, there were lots of choppy moves basically towards the downside, towards the upside. So expect the same thing to happen right now. And we also do have lots of liquidity sitting on both sides. You can see it clearly. We have lots of liquidity sitting on top, above this high right here, basically above 67,000, and all the way down to 62.3k. We do have liquidity towards the downside. So this is what is going to move the markets in the next couple of days. We do have like 13 hours left until the weekly candle close. And potentially with how things are looking right now, this weekly candle will close above this PUC level. The bulls are trying to close it, but that still does not mean that we are safe and ready for another rally. As I said, the structure right here on the daily time frame still has not been broken and is still considered bullish. But with next week, expect the unexpected, so to say. And I do believe that we are going to see some crazy price action coming next week as the end of the month comes, since you can see the dollar right now is very bullish looking, potentially ready for a breakout to some of the targets that I have towards the upside, which is around to 101.9 and to 104 right here. Towards this high, maybe we even go as high as the yearly pivot resistance, which is of course still going to give us a lower high and keep this bearish structure momentum going. So this is of course some very slow price action. You can see the dollar moves very slowly, but we just take it in consideration and correlation with Bitcoin, of course. This is very important to follow as well. Other than that, the altcoins, they are potentially, you can see, also trying to continue pushing higher. Ethereum, Solana right here is rejecting right now, is looking weaker. Hype is also trying to hold this level. You can see this ascending channel has been getting broken again and again. So of course, this level right here needs to hold, or we are going down to around $52 to sweep this low right here. And maybe if we lose this low, we could go back all the way down to this line that we have right here. So that would be quite the big drop for Hype. That would be from the all-time high around 50%. Nothing too crazy, but still it is a pretty big drop. Stock market could potentially open bearish on this next weekly open. The Nasdaq is at key support right here. If we start dropping lower, then expect us to go all the way down to around 24.4k. Fear and Greed Index for Bitcoin and the crypto market is right now at 36, so nothing new here. Spot ETFs are bearish. Basically, we do have BlackRock in the lead with over 200 million of spot ETFs outflows, and basically overall the total for this past couple of days has been over 1 billion of spot ETFs outflows. So things are looking pretty bearish right now. Long versus shorts ratio, currently there are lots of short positions, which, as I said, since open interest is this high, there are lots of positions right here. And why we could get, as I said, this bearish retest is to take out some of those shorts that have opened up right here at the bottom of the move. Maybe we get like 4 to 5% move towards the upside to shake out some of those shorts, since there are lots of shorts. You can see right here on Hyperliquid how big the difference is, and so is overall on the other exchanges. And as I said, we also do have very important news for next week, so be wary of that as well. And I do believe this would cover it for this Sunday update, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you once the new trading week starts. Bye.